Hey everyone, welcome back to another video. So we're coming at you live here from the storage area, one of my favorite rooms. No, it's not. It's actually a pretty cool room, I think. It's got some detail and a lot of chests. But here's the thing. I am running out of storage. Yes, you may think this is a lot of chests to run out of storage, but this is a really old world. It's like 8 years, I think. Yeah, and of course, I don't want to move out of this storage room because it's relatively new. I just accumulate a lot of blocks through mining and other random projects. So, something that I've kind of been working on in the background is moving each of these storage items, for example, like this, all of the vegetables and plants, to their own building because they're taking up a lot of area. And that's exactly what I'm working on today. So obviously we have quite a few of the shops that have those different things. So if you remember the nether store right here, so this is where I keep all of my nether items. They're all in here in different chests and stuff. We've got the dye shop, which is over here. Dern's dyes, I think. Yeah, Dern's dyes, and so this is where we keep a lot of my dyes and stuff in here, and different things. I still have to move the rest of them over there. I'll tell you here in a second why I haven't done that, but that's going to be a little bit of a clear out of my storage area in the coming episodes, but I'll tell you about that here in a second. But I wanted a place to put my plants and things, and so that's exactly what this is. So I built a greenhouse kind of store, kind of building. I don't know what you would really call it, but it's connected to the city park over here. And this area was completely empty. Like there was nothing here. It was just a big gap. And I've been wanting a building here for a while, and I thought this would be the perfect opportunity really to put something like that in here. And so there's nothing that's really changed too much with the park other than I took out these trees. That way you can have a nice view of this area. So nothing too much here. Oh yeah, and I'll put some lamps, but yeah, it's I've thought about, like, this park's been here for a long time, and I thought about actually just taking it out, but I just really love it. I love sitting here right in the middle and being able to relax. And kind of the theme for Main Avenue is it's more enclosed, like this right here. It's more enclosed and built up, but I just like this kind of nice peaceful area right here. And it's got a wonderful view and sight line of the mountains back there, the Mages College, and also the courthouse. So I think this will stay, and maybe I'll do something similar to this on the other side here next to Skeleton Inn. I might build this up a little bit eventually, but we'll see. But yeah, so I built this area. So we got the good old greenhouse. I haven't named it or anything yet. I'm going to do that in a maintenance episode, which, funnily enough, is the same for the storage project. But in that, I'm going to be doing a lot of stuff with the mail office here and getting all the addresses and roads corrected for the world tour coming up, as well as a lot of other maintenance projects in this world. But I think you guys will find that a pretty fun and enjoyable episode. Before we go in here, I also did this area. So this is the entrance over to River Road on the other side, and there was just like a little tiny little wooden bridge over here, but I thought it would be really cool to add an enclosed kind of walkway that also doubles as like a arbor for like vines and stuff, which, speaking of which, I actually need to put vines hanging down here. But there's a similar one that I have over here that I really love that's connected to the market, but I just think it's a nice cool little tunnel area to get over to River Road. And I forgot to put vines here, and I will definitely do that. And I also upgraded the bridge, and so it just goes clear across here to River Road that runs through the courthouse here. But it's just a simple little wooden bridge. And I thought about making like a really special and intricate bridge, but something about it, it just screamed to me that, like, just to build like a simple, like, same exact wood type, like, wooden bridge. And so this is like a design that I used to use back when I was a younger, like a kid basically, building here in Minecraft. Not on this world, but maybe on some of my other worlds. I used to build bridges like this, and for some reason I just wanted to build a nice, like, classic wooden bridge, and I think it looks really fun and nice. Of course, there's some updated parts, some lamps, and back in those old days, we didn't even have slabs or anything like that. So, of course, it's a little bit modernized, but there's just something nostalgic about this bridge that just, I don't know, it just screams Minecraft to me and creativity. So I wanted to add that in there just because, but I think it's a nice addition, and it just leads right alongside the wall that borders the greenhouse. So let's go ahead on in here into the greenhouse. So it's like a weirdly shaped diagonal building, but it's not perfectly diagonal like this. It has like weird different, it's almost like a triangle, I would say. But in this, what I tried to do is put on display one of each type of plant. And so there's 3 floors, and in it will be housed every single type of plant, which I think is cool. And eventually I'll keep updating this as more plants become available, and probably decorate this a little bit more as we go. But that's down here. I have, I guess, most of the trees, and then some of the actual hanging plants that are on this side. But here's where I'll actually have my plant storage. So this is where I plan to put all the storage for my plants and different things in here, like all my leaf storage, flower storage, which actually adds up to be quite a bit. So that'll all be here, and I'm going to transport that all over here in a coming episode when I redistribute like stuff to all these buildings, because most of these buildings have a theme and a storage area, which I think will be really cool. So let's go on up here to the next floor. Same sort of thing. Now over here we have like crops and stuff. So we've got the wheat, carrots. These are melons, different melons, but we actually have the melon crop over here on display. Beetroot, all of that stuff. Potatoes, the vine stuff. Reed-based stuff over here. A couple of bushes. Nothing too special. Got a nice view out here of the actual park. But we can go on up, and we go into like this little, I guess, top deck room, and it leads up here to the roof where you can walk around on, and it's got a wonderful view of the whole entire city, and I love it up here. This is a really cool area where I think people that would live here would actually want to go to. They just sit up here and smell the flowers. This is where I keep one of each type of flower up here, and you can sit here, smell the flowers, and look out at things like the river flowing by, the the park. Got a good view of the cathedral over there, and even the ocean. So you can see a lot of stuff. So I really like it up here. I think it is a cool addition, this kind of greenhouse place. Let's jump on down here. I think it's a nice addition to the city. It kind of builds up this area a little bit more and keeps enclosing it. And yeah, I'm definitely happy about it. You can also get around through this, like on the side, and I will probably add like a little seating area along the river through here, but that'll be in a coming up episode, I think. But definitely want to do something with this space. I try to utilize every inch of space that's within the walls of this city. And then, of course, outside the walls, I have a lot of different things like the national park and the vacation island and different things like that. But yeah, let's go on up to the top here for today's lore reading, and I think it's a pretty good one. Let's see here. Let me pull it up, and we'll get a nice view stretching out over here as I read this. All right, picking up right where we left off in the last one. So after King Oscar Torque's devastating heartbreak, he not only rejected the idea of love, but despised it altogether. In fact, anyone he would see giving a loving gesture or to a significant other, he would turn his nose up to them. This in itself was rude, but not exactly evil. However, over the following months, his heart grew colder still, as Malsine decided to take interest in one of his stewards. This enraged the king. He attempted to have the steward executed, but the 5 judges overruled this and forced him to settle with banishing the man to exile. King Torque was beside himself. In October of 5097, the king made a decree that all love would be banned from this day forward. This as well, the 5 judges attempted to veto, but they were hindered by the little authority they had in social issues. This was where the king's area of service was most impactful. and therefore the rule would have to stand. So no one is allowed to be in love or make any attempts at coupling up, as they would say. This, of course, sent Calogero into disarray. King Torque took it upon himself to personally walk around the city giving fines for anything from kissing to hand-holding. He constantly had an evil scowl on his face, in which the citizens deemed his new name as the Scary. So there's exactly how he got his nickname, the Scary, from scowling at people and handing them fines for holding hands. How crazy is that? So, yeah, thank you all for watching today's episode. I hope you enjoyed it, and I will see you all in the next one.